Hey guys, hey, welcome to the Retro Tech channel. It's been a while, and the reason is that I've been resetting, taking some time off just to reset and to refresh, and I'm happy to be back. I'm so glad that you guys joined me. Hey, you can see that I've done a little bit of rebranding of this channel, and it's for a good reason. Yeah, I changed the name because long story short, I've been doing a lot of things that don't necessarily fit nicely into this analog or film content. So I decided to change the name to reflect better all my interests and all the cool things that I work with. My interest is just retro, and that includes film cameras, it includes record players, it includes typewriters, I have CRT TVs, I have retro gaming devices, and lately I have been getting into digital cameras as well. These old school point and shoot digital cameras. Shout out to King Japes, he's another YouTuber, and he made a video about this cheap point and shoot camera. It's actually this model right here. Look at that. This is such a beauty. This is the PowerShot SD1000 camera. And when I saw his video, I ran to my closet and I went to check, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have this camera. These digital cameras, I actually acquired them as an accidental collection because I was just focused on film cameras, and it just so happened that every time I would go to get these film cameras, I would find these digital cameras as well just thrown in, and every time I saw them I was like, oh man, why do I have to have these digital cameras? I just stored them. I gave a couple to my kids to play with. I wasn't really interested, surprisingly. And then guess what happened? Film started getting expensive, and I couldn't shoot as much film as I wanted to, and I started taking a second look at those cameras. And around the same time, I started seeing some articles. Every now and then when I go on my news feed, I would see an article about this resurgence of retro digital point and shoot cameras. And I was curious, so I started exploring. And then through that process, I came across King Jabe's video on this camera right here. And I was fascinated. I just watched that video and I saw him achieve some amazing results with this camera, and I was intrigued. So I went and took a closer look at my collection of digital cameras. I spent a whole night just putting them all together, charging the batteries. There were a few, I think I have over 20 of them now, and there were a few of them that I still don't have the batteries for, nor the chargers, but the majority of them I was able to get the battery and the chargers for those as well. So what did I do? Like any good curious person like I am, I just took this camera out for a spin as well. So I wanted to do my own version of a review of this camera here, and this is my inaugural digital content on this channel because I have been so focused on just analog. So I took the camera out for a spin for a few days now. I have been shooting with it, and I must say that it's such a wonderful experience. The form factor of this thing here is incredible. It fits in any pocket, it's so small. I think it's even more portable than a cell phone. I mean, would you rather carry this in your pocket or this in your pocket, And I find that this is, even though it's thicker, it's actually a lot more portable. It fits in any pocket, be it my breast pocket, be it my side or even back pocket. This camera just fits. Number one, it's just beautiful, you know. And that's the first thing. The form factor is just so convenient. The other thing that I found fascinating about this camera is the fact that it has this tiny cute viewfinder here. And the way that works is that when you turn this on, like that, this is actually an image I was shooting. Let's go to the shooting mode. And when you turn it on, you can turn off the display. This button here turns off the display. A couple presses will turn off the display, so you can just use this. You know, if you're running low on battery, that's a really convenient feature to have. Now I'm gonna turn the display back on with one press, and there you go. You've got these cool features here like flash and the self timer options here as well. And then there's also this switch right here, which you can use to switch from the photo mode to the video mode to the view mode or the play mode. So for example, these will show some of the images that I have been shooting so far, you know. And I am really happy about the form factor. The operation of the camera, once you turn it off, look at that beauty, and look how it turns on, just like that. Here is the power button, and here is the zoom rocker. It has a zoom lens, like an optical zoom lens, with 3 times optical zoom. I often rave about film cameras on this channel. I have so many film cameras that I love to shoot with, and I enjoy the process of, you know, not having the distractions and all. But a camera like this it just has its place. And as I've always preached on this channel, when I talked about digital versus analog, I talked about the fact that it's not, one is not better than the other per se, but they serve different purposes. But the purpose that this one serves is your everyday, you know, in your pocket. Keep it everywhere you go, just in case you see something interesting. And I have been seeing a lot of interesting things. It's amazing how many interesting things you see in the day that you just pass by, and because you don't have a proper camera on you, it's hard to take a photo. I mean, I live in Canada. We're in the middle of winter right now, so trying to shoot with a cell phone every time, it's not convenient. First of all, I'm wearing mitts, I'm wearing gloves. It's hard to pull this out and fumble and take off my gloves and point this big thing at whatever it is that I want to shoot. By that time, that thing is probably gone. But when I have something like this in my pocket, I just pull it out. Even when I'm at a stoplight, you know, and I see something interesting, I can just pull it out and quickly point and shoot. That's exactly what this is, a point and shoot camera. And because it's digital, I also pretty much, you know, an almost unlimited supply of images. I don't have to worry about going to the lab, buying film, all of that. So something like this is so convenient, especially in these times. You know, we're all watching our pockets. Inflation that is crazy right now, and it's really good to have a camera like this. So I'm behind this whole retro digital camera revival. I think it's a wonderful thing. I'm still going to be shooting film, and I'm crazy about film, but I also love these little things. They're really nice. I think I've said enough about this camera. Why don't we go and check out the images that I was able to get from this camera. Tell me what you think about these images in the comment section below, and let me know if you're also interested in getting into these little cameras here. Now exporting to your computer is actually quite easy. There's a port right here. This would be the USB port on the camera. I had to go to the Canon website just to download the driver for Windows 10. So the cable goes right in here, and we're going to turn this on. You get the message. The Windows is setting up the device. It's recognized the device, and now I'm gonna select. So I have several options here. I have the option of either downloading using the Canon software, which is the Canon camera window software, or just importing with Windows. I actually like importing with Windows, so I'm just gonna try that. Yeah. The process is very simple and actually quite easy. It's also fast, really. All my pictures are imported. Very easy, very nice. In the near future, I will be doing a comparison of these cameras. Like I said, I have a bunch of them. This is just a handful of them, you know. but I have a whole lot of them, you know, and I want to do the comparisons to see how they differ, the pros and cons. I want to take a look at them. The one thing I can tell you guys though is that during the period that they were making these cameras, I think there was a lot of competition. You know, all the different brands, they had just given up their film cameras production. They were just moving all into these cameras here, and they were getting smaller and smaller. You know, they were getting smaller and smaller, and then the cell phone came and disrupted that natural evolution, you know. But if you want to get into these, one thing that I've observed so far is that the battery formats, they went really crazy between the brands. It's like a standards war almost. Each of these batteries are different for the different brands, and sometimes it's a little pin different, sometimes it's just the spacing, sometimes it's the number of terminals. It's crazy. And even within the same brand, you can have the more advanced camera having a different battery type, different battery chargers. They went really crazy with that. If you want to see more digital content, let me know in the comment section, and I will certainly do my best to deliver for you. So here I am at this new point in the life of this channel, and I think I'm at a place where I feel at peace. I'm really at peace with where I am currently in life. I feel at peace with my interests, and I'm so happy to, you know, share these interests and all the things that I do, all the cool things that I find myself doing. I want to share those with you. I think a lot of you may find my interests to align with yours. So if you're interested in coming on this journey with me, by all means, do subscribe to this channel, and let's see you again on the next one.